Hey folks, I got something going on right here that I have been wanting to make since I saw it. It came up in my feed on Instagram and it is beef pastrami ribs. I've made pastrami before and I did it on the pit barrel cooker and it was fantastic. So I'm like, okay, let me get some good beef ribs and do that same process. So here's the process. It's a long process. It's a 10-day process to get to this point. So here's how I got to here.
Okay, I'm going to use this. It's called the equilibrium curing method, and I've got my pink curing salt here. So I'm using 2 grams of that, and then 22 grams of a fine sea salt. And then this is 6 grams of a powdered pickling spice that I just ground up in my spice and meat grinder. Give this a good stir. I'll leave a link in the description box below for the meat curing calculator. It's really good. So this is based on 2 pounds. And here I have, it's just a little bit over 2 pound beef rib. It looks really good. This is choice. So with this this curing method, this equilibrium method, this is the dry method. You could also use a wet brine, but I have gotten to where I like the dry easier. It just takes up less room because you're going to see in this what I'm going to do. I'm going to vacuum seal this. So you want to coat all sides with this curing, the salt and the curing salt, and then the seasonings, and you want to use every bit of it. Because, like I said, it's based on the weight of the meat that you're going to cure. So just make sure you get it, all the sides. And this is a 3-bone rib. I actually asked the butcher. He said, "Yeah, we have them." And he says, "How big do you want?" And I said, "Give me 3 bones." And he comes back with this, and I'm like, "Good." And it was on sale. It was like $13 a pound, I believe, which was really good. Okay, there we go. Got all the cure on there. And then let's get this in a vacuum bag and seal it up. Okie doke. Like I said, I prefer this method because you would have to have a large container and then have enough water in there and the cure, and it just takes up a lot of room in your refrigerator. This doesn't take up that much room at all. It's going to take up that much room right there. Okay, this is going to go in the refrigerator for 10 days. 10 days. And I'm going to flip it every day. So while that's curing, I'm going to put together my pastrami rub. So this is a half cup of black pepper, 2 tablespoons ground coriander, 1 tablespoon brown sugar, 1 tablespoon paprika, 2 teaspoons garlic powder, 2 teaspoons onion powder, and a teaspoon of mustard powder. And you want to just give this all a good mix. Make sure you get that brown sugar broken up well. So let's get this rub mixed up really well. This makes quite a bit of rub. I won't use all of this for this particular recipe. So I like to go ahead and just pour this rub into a shaker bottle because it just makes it easier to apply the rub to the meat. So here we go. Now we're good to go. Just got to wait 10 days. Looks good. Okay. Here I've rinsed this really well. You could soak this overnight if you wanted to reduce some salt. I don't mind. I like salty pastrami, so like I said, soak it overnight if you want. I just rinsed this really well and washed off all of that excess salt and the salt with the pink curing salt and everything. And then you just want to coat this really well. You don't necessarily need to use all of this rub, but just, eyeball it, but make sure you coat it really well, because pastrami really does need to be highly seasoned, because after this, it's going to go on a smoker. So this is going to go into the refrigerator overnight, uncovered, and then it'll go on the smoker tomorrow.
Okay, this has been overnight. I'm getting it on the pit barrel smoker. Pit barrel cooker, actually. It looks really good. Got a full load of charcoal down there with a couple of smoking chunks. These Mojo bricks. This is apple. These are great. They smoke for a long time and they taste great. They give good flavor to the meat. So I'm gonna let that go. I got my meter probe in there, and I'm just gonna let that ride for probably about 5 hours, and then I'll take it out and wrap it, and then set it back on there until it's completely done. So stick around. Okay, they look good and they smell good. So let's get this off. And I'm just gonna wrap them for a while and let that rest. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, that has been an hour resting, and I wrapped it in a towel just to kind of keep some of that heat in. Let's see what we got. So overall, the smoking time for this was relatively short, if you ask me. It was 3.5 hours, but you gotta remember, this is a small rack of rib. This is only a little over 2 pounds. But there we have it. That smells amazing. So let me I'm actually just going to cut right through here for now. Well, it cuts like butter. Oh wow, that looks really good. Okay, I'm gonna cut the others. Oh yeah, this center one, that one looks great. Okay, I just want to bring you in for a close-up. That looks amazing, right? Okay, let's give this a taste. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Give that a bite. You know I need another bite of that. Oh, it's like burnt ends on this side. That is perfect. It tastes like pastrami. It tastes just like pastrami. It is pastrami, but it's beef ribs. Oh, this is really, really good. It's so tender, so flavorful. I am going to be making my own pastrami from now on, because this is just fantastic. And the beef ribs, just even better. So there you have it, folks. That's how you can make some beef pastrami ribs. Thanks for watching.